So I bought the new Cordless Domino a couple of weeks ago at the D&M tool show. I only recently got it out of the box, and there's no denying the uniqueness of the design, like a domino dromedary. I think the designers definitely had the hump with the engineers. It's a pretty Spartan scope of delivery, as we've come to expect. You don't get much more than the tool for your 900 quid. Add in a slimline 4-amp battery with a submarine cells, and you're into the thick end of a grand, and all that gets you is the tool, the slightly changed plastic support foot, more on that shortly, and a very, very small spanner. Actually, I also received a very nicely packaged and presented Domino Connect fitting, just the one, which is arguably a little less useful than the one sheet of abrasive you get when you buy a Festool sander. The Domino comes with a 5mm bit fitted as standard, it always has. And as a fitted furniture guy working mostly in sheet goods, I use the 5mm bit with 5x30mm dominoes almost exclusively for years before needing anything else. 30mm domino, of course, because there's a 15mm plunge in both the face and the edge of the board, so no worries about getting the depth wrong and blasting through the face of an 18mm or 3/4 inch sheet. If you prefer to stick with a rule of thirds or splash out on a 6mm bit, then my friends at Trend, on my suggestion, I have to say, have a 6x30mm loose tenon amongst their range of consumables. So surprise number one is that it's still a system. Yeah, there are some cosmetic changes to the little buttons and levers for the spindle lock and the front fence assembly release, and the Bristol levers too that lock the fence. But I can actually swap out the whole front fence assembly complete from my daisy fresh and shiny new 2025 Cordless Domino with my well-used 2006 example. You may wonder why anybody would want to do that, and the answer is probably because they can, in the same way that someone may want to mix their original 1934 Lego bricks with what's currently on sale because they can. But perhaps a more considered answer would be that the fence was always a bit of a weak spot on the original Domino, and it's been much improved on the new model, as well as having the new registration pin layout. More on that shortly.